on to your last problem under your first in first out method, that is last illustration 6. It says the stores ledgers of manufacturing company recorded for material P17 for March 2020 provides the following information. Okay, now the information that is given to you is the date, quantity received, receipt value, quantity issued and issues value. The dates are given in chronological order as well as the units, and the receipt value and the quantity value, issue value is given to you. Okay, now it says, in addition, it says state the method of pricing that was employed in stores ledger. Okay, now they are asking what was the pricing which was employed in stores ledger. Give reasons. Next is redraft the stores ledger and complete it under the method of pricing where closing stock represents the latest purchase price. This is a very, very, very important problem. Okay, now I will show you the working of this particular problem. Earlier, to begin with your solution, okay, to begin with the solution, it says, now in your solution, if you noticed, it told state the method of pricing that was employed in stores ledger. Now you need to check for the latest pricing. Okay, now on 4th you have a check when you've made a purchase. Okay, 4th you made a purchase, 6th you made a purchase, and 16th you made a purchase. When was the latest you made a purchase? It was on 16th, right? On 16th, check if you have an issue before 16th. Yes, there is an issue of 70 quantities, which is wherein the value is 140. So you need to check at what price it was issued. You have the quantities which was issued and you have the value it was issued, but the rate of issue is not there. So you need to find out what rate it was issued at. So you need to say that the issue price per unit, okay, the issue price, the earlier issue price for 16, before 16 you have an issue on 12th. So the issue price for 16th, okay, the issue price per unit, okay, because the value is given, because the quantity is given, we do not know the price per unit. On 16th 2020 is, you have 140, the value is 140 and the quantity which is issued is 70. So 140 divided by 70 is rupees 2. Okay, we found out the price, after which you will have to again redraft, checking for the values of the receipt. The receipt value is 160 and 120 earlier, right? So add 160 and 120, receipt value of the previous 160 plus 120, this whole divided by what is the receipt value now. That is, you have the receipt value again, which is 100, and you need to issue value, you need 100 minus 140 will give you 40. So 100 is your latest receipt value plus 40, that is you are deducting out of this 140, so which is 40. So 160 plus 120, 160 plus 120 is 280 divided by 100 plus 40 is 140. 280 divided by 140, okay, 280 divided by 140 is rupees 2. Okay, is rupees 2. So we found out the pricing for both of them. Now it says in your B part of the question, redraft the stores ledger and complete it with the following latest purchase prices. Now under the FIFO method, the closing stock can represent at least the purchase price. So we should prepare stores ledger under the FIFO method. Now your A part is solved. Now B part is preparation of stores ledger under FIFO method. Okay, follow the information that is given to you in the question. Now your first information, if you notice in this question, very important, you need to notice in this particular question, if you notice properly, you have quantities and you have value, but what is missing? The rate is missing. Earlier we were given quantity, we were given rate, and we would find out the value, but here quantity is given and receipt value is given, but the rate is not given. So we need to find out the rate for it. So first, what is the date on the date? That is 4th, right? 4th you have you are receiving a quantity, that is receipt, that is 100 and value is 160. How will you find out the price? Now 160 divided by 100, you will find out the rate, what rate at which is rate at which it is issued. Now we need to find out the rates only. Okay, so what is the issue, now which is given to you? Okay, the issue which is given to you here, just a minute girls. Okay, now it says on 4th March 20, you have quantity which you are receiving, that is 100 and 160. Okay, you have a receipt. Okay, you have a receipt. Now what is the units that is received? It is 100 units. Now what is the amount? Amount is given to you as 160. But who will find out the rate? We need to find out the rate. So 160 divided by 100, you will get 1.6. Okay, you need to find out the rate, that is 1.6. Now carry forward the balance here. 100 at the rate of 1.6, value is 160. Next date which is given to you is 6th. Again you are receiving 40 and the value is 120. Okay, on 6th March 20, you are receiving again. Okay, you are receiving, that is 40 units and 120. So 120 divided by 40 is 3. 40 into 3 is 120. So carry the balance which is there here. 100 at the rate of 1.6 is 160. 40 the rate of 3 is 120. Now next date, it says there is an issue of 70 for the value is 140. Okay, on what is the date? It is 12th. It is 12th March 20. You have an issue of 70 units while you're issuing. Okay, now under your issues column you have 70 units and the value is 170 units at the value is 140, right? So how will you find out the rate? 140 divided by 70, you will get, for issuing, sorry girls, sorry, for while you're issuing, you will issue it at the rate of 1.6 because from the previous balance we need to issue. So while the value is there, the value is given to you, but you need to issue 70 units from the previous rate, that is 70. I will write it here, 70 at the rate of 1.6. Okay, 70, sorry girls, I really got confused. 70 at the rate of 1.6, that is 112. Okay, now 70 minus 100, 100 minus 70, you will be left with 30 more units, right? 30 at the rate of 1.6. 30 at the rate of 1.6 is 48. Okay, 30 at the rate of 1.6, you are getting 48. Then carry down the other balance which is given here, that is 40 at the rate of 3, that is 120. Okay, now the value will not make any sense here. The value of 70 which is given is 140. Please be careful, like how I got confused, even you can also get confused, so be really careful. So from your issues, you will issue it at the rate which is given in the balance only. Okay, not on the value or the rate. You don't have to find out the rate for issues. Which is the next date which is given to you? It is 16th. 16th you are making a receipt. You are receiving 16/3/20. You are receiving receipt. Okay. Now receipt is 50 you are receiving, that is the quantity is 15 and the value 50 and the value is 100. So what is the rate? 100 divided by 50, that is 2. 50 into 2 is 100. Now carry forward the balance, that is 30 at the rate of 1.6, that is 48. 40 at the rate of 3, that is 120. 120 and 50 at the rate of 2 is 100. Okay, the next date which is given to you is 20. Okay, on 23/20, it says there is an issue of 90 units. Okay, issue of 90. Issuing 90 units. Now, how will you issue 90 units? Check for your balances which is given here. Check for the balances which is given. You have these 3 balances with you. That is, firstly you will issue 30 units at the rate of 1.6, that is 48. Then again you will issue 40 units at the rate of 3, that is 120. So 40 plus 30 is 70. 70, how many more units you need? 20 more units. So out of this 50, you will issue 20 more units at the rate of 2. So 20 into 2, that is 40. Now what is the balance which is left? 50 minus 20. 50 minus 20. 30 more is left. 30 is the balance at the rate of 2. 30 into 2 is 60. This is the balance which is left. Okay, I hope the solution is very clear to you all. So all you have to do is the balance at the end, of 31st March is 30 units at rate 2 is equal to rupees 60. Okay, this is how you end the solution. So this was the last problem under your FIFO method. So I hope this particular problem is clear to you all. There is no confusion as such. From next problem, we'll begin with your next method, that is your FIFO that is your LIFO, that is last in first out method.